the hospital, that's going to be 1,000 calories a day. We should be able to get you to lose at least 50 pounds a month.
Nice seeing you.
All right, we'll be back.
I'll shake your hand. Thank you.
All right, you're welcome.
Due to his condition, Steven is staying in the hospital and will be on a strictly monitored diet.
Steven hasn't been too difficult so far, but he does show some erratic behavior. As he gets comfortable in here, that the honeymoon period will be over and we'll see whole new Steven.
Surprisingly, he takes the news pretty well, but Dr. Now's not so sure if this attitude will last forever.
There have been some frustrating moments that have been harder for me to deal with. Mostly how long it takes for people to respond to the call button.
I get frustrated sometimes. That's what's going on.
Yeah, we're already starting to see that honeymoon period fade away. Steven, it's a hospital, not a five-star hotel. Nurses have one of the hardest jobs in the world. Unless it's an emergency, you can't expect them to be there in the blink of an eye.
These people are really getting on my last nerve. It's very frustrating how long I have to wait for everything. I have to call them and check on things when nothing happens.
You can tell a lot about a person by the way they treat those that work for them, and Steven's atrocious behavior really tells you everything you need to know about him as a person. But trust me, we're just getting started.
Over the past month, a lot of his pathological behavior started to come out. He's become abusive to hospital staff, and he expects everybody to wait on him hand their food.
Dr. Now's reaction here tells me that Steven's behavior isn't being manipulated by TV editing, it's just the type of person he is.
And I'm not liking what I'm hearing.
At times, I sometimes I get frustrated. If I act like a kid, I want you to treat me like a kid.
Once again, Steven acknowledges that what he's doing is wrong, but he makes no effort to improve in any way, shape, or form.
I don't want to hear of this issue again. And if I do, then this is going to be a very different conversation.
Dr. Now has officially set an ultimatum. Shape up or get out. Let's see if Steven has what it takes to make the change.
After Dr. Nasrallah talked to him, Steven didn't change at all. He keeps bothering, he keeps calling.
Yeah, that's no surprise at all. Think about all the crap nurses have to put up with in the medical field. It's never a good thing when someone in that type of high-stress job says your attitude is a problem.
I never seen any patient like Steven. He asking for pain medicine every 15 minutes, and then he spilled urine on the floor.
I'm just really upset, okay?
Worst patient ever. And that is not an award given lightly. Just imagine how awful you need to be as a human being to spill your own urine all over the room because professional healthcare workers aren't waiting on your every whim 24/7.
Steven, what's going on with your behavior?
I know that, and I apologize for it.
Apology means nothing. At this point, there's nothing I can do to help you. So you're done here.
Dr. Now does not make threats lightly. For maybe the first time in his life, Steven is face to face with consequences of his own actions. He's out of the hospital, and let's see how he handles the news.
I've been doing good and everything, please. I've been good. I swear, I apologize to everybody.
Begging and crying? Come on, Steven. At least you still got your dignity. And by the way, I've seen better acting in Hallmark Christmas movies.
Steven is so far off the chart from what we have ever experienced that there is no systematic approach to him, aside from how you teach a child to behave.
Dr. Now basically mirrors what the nurses say. Steven is the worst patient they've ever had, period. And think about that for a second. Dr. Now specializes in this field. My 600-pound life had been on for 5 seasons by this point, and he had been working with food addicts long before the show hit the airwaves. Of the literal hundreds of patients in his career, Steven is the only one to be this much trouble.
Steven, you're lying about everything you're doing, so here's what we're going to do. I'm suspending you from the weight loss program. You're going from here to a drug addiction program. Because right now, there's nothing we can do to wake you up.
Good for Dr. Now for forcing Steven into rehab, but everybody knows that rehab only works if the person going has some desire to change.
I just call a non-emergency ambulance, and the hospitals can't turn me away because what I use for excuse. So as long as I tell them my pain was over an 8 on a scale of 1 to 10,